Hi there, I'm Michael Cohn from Advanced Tubular Technologies. I'm the lead developer for VTube-STEP and VTube Laser software. And as of version 4.3 build 1590, released June 6, 2024, I allow for importing space object circles, for example, holes in a flange like this, and then to give you the automatic clock angle relative to adjacent bend planes like this. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to start out by showing you how this works inside this tube. I'm going to get to the center of this tube, at least the first couple of bends here, and I'm going to rebuild the parametrics of that tube. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on the end of the flange, and we're going to use drill bit bosses. And in order to get to drill bit bosses, which are a constructed feature, we're going to need to collect cylinder drill surfaces. So I'm going to go ahead and left click on one of these, and you can do as many as you want. And in fact, I'll just do a couple so that you can see how this works. I held the shift key down and I captured the second one, the shift key down, etc. Now you can go ahead and push right mouse click and then click on feature models, rebuild the drill bit bosses like this. You're going to see new constructed features, which are going to show in this constructed features grid. Click on the one that you want to clock relative to the first bend plane of this part. And I'm going to go ahead and reorient this part a bit so that you can see that. Let me just get this in a nice orientation for visualization. There we go. And let's see, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to clock this relative to the bend plane itself. So I'm going to right click here, create a space object, and I'm going to test build. And you can see we've already test built a nice hole in the right orientation. You can control where that circle is relative to these filter setups here, because the test build will respond to these. For example, if you need to flip the direction of the normal, or you need to change the radius, or you need to offset the plane of the circle, or you need to go to the other end of the boss, you can do that. But this is a really good location for this particular hole. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and accept that and create a new space object. And now we have a space object that when we'll refresh here, we can actually see it here. And now we're going to link to the first straight because we want to clock this to the first bend angle. And immediately you see 155.4 degrees. Now let's just take a look at that orientation. So here's the bend plane right here moving off to the right. And if you clock counterclockwise with the hole in front of the bend plane, we have to go 155.4 degrees to get to that. Now with this information, you can go into VTube Laser and measure the hole itself and then compare what you measured with what you brought in nominally. So for example, you could go into space objects and you could then insert that measured part into the space object control inside VTube Laser. And in order to do that, you would actually go into a new feature we released about a version ago where you can actually measure a circle with a ball probe and then build it to a point list. And from there, you can build it into a space object and compare it angle to angle or position to position if you'd like. So that's the new feature. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or my team at support@advancedtubular.com. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.